let us see reduce. Okay, the syntax of reduce again is, it begins with a reduce, and first argument of the reduce is again a function, and the next argument is an iterable. Okay, so in reduce the function must take two arguments and produce a single result. So suppose I have this iterable, right? I have say 4 numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and I have this function add which takes two arguments a and b, and it returns a plus b. Okay, so now I am calling, suppose this was my collection A. Now I call reduce this function add on this iterable A. Okay, so now what will happen is, this reduce is going to first take these two arguments and it will create 3. Now it is going to take this 3 and this argument and is going to create 6. Okay, and then it will take this 6 and this last argument and pass it to add function again, and it will produce 10. So final result is 10 because all the elements of the lists are over. Okay, so reduce takes a list and reduces that list to a single number or single result based on whatever you want to do with that list. Okay, so let us be smart and let us write our own sum function. Okay, one important thing is that this reduce function is kind of not built in. It is not built in. It is part of functools module. So we'll have to import it. So let us import from functools import reduce. Now we have our list A and we want to add all the elements. So we can say reduce lambda a comma b, takes two arguments, return a single argument a plus b, and we pass our a. So now it has actually reduced all the elements to a single element. So in this case it's not an iterable. The result produced is not an iterable, it's a single element. So reduce actually executes immediately. Okay, what if you want to find the maximum element in a list using reduce? So for that we need a function that takes two arguments and gives us the greater argument. So let us define that function, greater of a and b, and it says if a is greater than b, then return a, else we return b. Okay, that is our function. Now we can say reduce, we pass our function greater and we pass our list A. So it is going to give us the maximum element, which is 5. So what is happening here is, so this greater function is called, suppose I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 1 and 2, which is greater? 2. Out of 2 and 3, which is greater? 3. 3 and 4, which is greater? 4. 4 and 5, which is greater? 5. And this is, so this greater function is called again and again over successive values, the result and then this and so on. Okay. So if you want to use it in a lambda function, then we can say reduce, and we want to use a lambda here. So lambda takes two arguments a and b, and I want to find the greater of the two arguments. Now what is the problem with us here now? If I write if else, then I need multiple lines, but lambda is a single line function, so I cannot use this kind of thing here. So what we can do is, so do you have any idea? Well, we can use our ternary operator, right? It is a single line if else. Let us use that. So it is A if A is greater than B, else B. Okay, and then we pass our A to it. So it again returns our 5. We want a minimum one, just change it to A less than B, we get the minimum element. Alright, so that closes our discussion for map, reduce and filter, and we'll have fun using these functions later in several programming tasks. Alright.